Ring ring. Ding 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 ding. Banana phone. Boop boop a doo ba doo. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the Shoe Eating Monster. I'm Juliana, your local shoe eating monster. Just a reminder to like and subscribe to this video / channel / podcast, wherever you're listening. Love you lots and big hugs. So today we are going to be doing my first ever 50-mile shoe review, and we're going to be doing a 50-mile durability shoe review. And today we're going to be talking about the Asics GT 2000 version 13, which is the shoe I have right here in my hand. And some of you might be thinking, wow, 50 miles, that's kind of not a super long time to test out a shoe. And I'm going to tell you a couple things. The first thing is that I don't think I even need 50 miles to test out the durability of a shoe for the most part to tell that if it's going to even pass the initial durability check, because I can literally take these out for a 1 hour run, and I've had shoes that disintegrate under my feet after 1 hour. And let's just say that the Solomon Speed Cross had lugs hanging by like little strings by the time we were done. So, and that was after one run. So I really don't even need the 50 miles to confirm if this would be a shoe that's worth your time and effort, because as I've mentioned before, I run with the weight of a 500-pound man, and I really violently destroy my shoes. Uniquely destructive. So I'm very uniquely destructive, and 50 miles for me is going to be probably equivalent to at least 150 miles from a regular strided runner. We'll talk about the durability of this shoe, how it's been doing, and spoiler alert, this is a shoe that I found that is way durable, and I feel like the ultimate sleeper shoe. So let's get into the Asics GT 2013. So this is the 13th version of this shoe. That means there are 12 shoes that came before it. This shoe, I believe, retails at $140, and it is technically a support shoe. It's got the really nice square bottom. This is a shoe that is built for stability. It's kind of the lighter, more nimble version of the Kayano, if you're familiar with the Asics line. This is my square queen right here. Absolute square queen. I named this shoe the Gray Lady. Me and the Gray Lady have been having a pretty good relationship so far. So this shoe definitely surprised me, because it's just not a standout shoe. It's a consistent shoe in the Asics lineup, but it's not like a standout shoe in the Asics lineup. And I will say, I think this is like the ultimate sleeper shoe, because it's just like above average in so many different categories that the sum of all the parts together is definitely more than all of the parts by themselves. When it comes to durability, I was really impressed by this shoe after the first run. And like I said, I can tell after a first run if the shoe is going to be standing up to much of anything. And it didn't even look like the bottom of these had done anything. And it kind of retains that up until like maybe my 5th run. I took it on a 6th run today to get it up over 50 miles. So right now these are at 51 miles total running time on these shoes. And we'll look at the part of the shoe that I usually wear down the most. Whoop. And that is this area right through here on the side. And honestly, the fact that it's kind of worn down here and worn down here, which is typical for my running shoes. But definitely the whole tread is still there. There's still tread left on the side, and the rest of the shoe looks great, and not really much wear through any other part on the shoe. And the fact that I've been able to get these to 50 miles and they just look like that is wild. And the foam compression on the side isn't anything crazy either. There's nothing really super crazy. There's no like major creasing or anything happening on the side there. So I'm really happy with that. There's nothing happening with the toe box where anything is ripping or anything like that. So I'm very happy with the durability of this shoe. And like I mentioned, this shoe is just like kind of a little bit above average on all the different categories. When it comes to the cushioning, this is the FF Blast from Asics. So this is a different compound than was in the version 12 of this shoe. And it's just responsive enough and just cushioned enough. And it's just a nice, bouncy, snappy, like fun, but higher cushion, squishy ride that is just a little bit above where you think it would be in the best way possible. And same with the upper. The upper just breathes a little bit above average. And the stability of this shoe is just a little bit above average. And the traction of this shoe, a little bit above average. And also the durability, decently above average. So all those things combined really just, honestly, I feel like, one, make this shoe worth $140. I feel like this is a shoe you could actually pay that money for and it wouldn't disintegrate under your feet, which is good. So Shoe Monster approved on that side of things. And everything else about the shoe is just nice. If you're looking for a shoe with a little bit of stability, like I said, it's built pretty square. The bottom is nice and square. You land here and it's just like, ooh, yeah, it's nice. The back also has a nice square heel bevel to it as well, too. I don't use the heels of my shoe. We kind of already knew this, but the heel bevel would work great if you're someone also who kind of like rolls through your stride like that, as opposed to me where I just kind of hit the ground right here and then I'm like, whoop, off again. I've really enjoyed this shoe. I have been able to do a couple of faster strides in it. It's definitely not a speed day shoe, but if you need to pick up the pace, you definitely can. It's definitely responsive enough with the FF Blast that's in here, and it's decently durable. Again, the sides are not looking that bad for 50 miles at all, and the gray lady right here has really showed up and showed out. If you're looking for a decent everyday trainer that's just like, I think, the ultimate sleeper shoe, slightly above average in all categories, and pretty durable, I'd say worth $140. You can also find these shoes. I bought these shoes for about $50, I believe on Mercari, and they were fully brand new. Someone was just trying to sell them because they guess they didn't fit or something like that. So you can find used pairs of shoes. So, or not really used, but on a used shoe website as well too. So go ahead and look around. If you guys need any help finding used shoes or past loved or, I don't know, shoe orphan shoes, definitely just send me a DM, send me a message, comment down below. I'll help you out, happy to help. But that is it for today. So we will give the Asics GT2000, I'll give it like a 9 out of 10 for durability. So 9 Shoe Monsters out of 10 Shoe Monsters for this bad boy. And because this isn't Puma Grip level, like the Puma DVA2, that is a 10 out of 10. This will give a 9 out of 10 because I'm going to keep running in this shoe, which is great that it even made it past the 50-mile test. Because as some of you might know, I'm looking at you, Benjamin, I really can destroy a shoe after one run. I can really, some of my shoes don't even make it 50 miles because they are just disintegrated. So, tis what it is. Tis what it is. But thank you guys for joining us on this episode of Shoe Eating Monster. Don't forget to like and subscribe and also leave a 5-star rating if you are on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Love you very much, and I'll see you guys later. Woo-hoo. Shoe Eating Monster. Thank you for listening to this episode of Runnah. This podcast is edited, hosted, and produced by me, Juliana Coughlin. Brought to you in part by the Falmouth Running Club and the Falmouth Community TV station. If you'd like to connect with us, you can find us on Instagram and on TikTok at RunnahPod, and you can send us an email at runnahpod@gmail.com. And our original theme music was brought to you by the one and the only wonderful Jeffrey Hutton. And keep up the great work. I'm proud of you.